October, just to give you a couple hints of what's happening. So we have this weird dashed line right here, which represents the function we're going to talk about. So it doesn't have, we're not going to have equations for it. We're not even going to try to think about any of those things, but we need to do stuff. So it looks like this is all that's here on the one piece of paper. And then you have another piece of paper. So in this part, it tells you what to do. So we're going to take, and it's always the beginning function. So it always tells you what it is. We're going to do whatever it says to it. Now, this looks weird. It's very, it can be really strange. But basically all this means, of course, shift 8 units. And which direction is that? This is a shift 8 units. And since it's inside of the X, like we have, for example, we had X plus 8. Remember, this is just our random function. So this is a shift units to X. So, and so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take, we're going to move it 8. So that kind of like when we were in math 1, we would have done our shifts with patty paper. I'm going to give myself time to kind of start it. Just do a quick sketch of the shape. So when I move it, I don't have to remember what it looks like, right? And so I can just go 8 units left. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so I have all of these letters. So what I'm going to do now is 4 letters, W, N, K, and I think that's O. That's what's supposed to be. It's also indicating negative, but I think it's an O. And so, because that's an O too, so I think it's just an O. And then we try to make a word out of the letters. That's how we know we did it right, so it makes an actual word. So it's a common word. It says use the function with letters which be unscrambled to form a common word. So this O. So you're going to keep doing that. I'm going to do one more that's a little more complicated. And so again, I started out here, knew every single about what it would be if like, this is another shift down to the right and so on. Let's make a more complicated one that's actually do complicated looking. And so I'm going to shift it. I'm just going to write underneath right 3 up, and then I need to reflect. And so then I have this negative. And so I can do it in any order I want, but what I'm reflecting, I'm going to do that first. My reflection has to stay there. So that's the reflection. Then I'm going to shift it 3 to the right, 3 to the right, and up 1, 2, 4. Again, because I'm going through 4 letters, that's probably correct. Letters for P, A, and T. We're going to try to make a word. And that's the idea. Some of them get really hard. Others don't. That's the idea. There's petty paper available in because Math 1 is using it. And you're like, oh, I want it to go here. That's all you're doing. And the transformations are pretty simple. They get complicated. Get more complicated. The harder one. Or maybe this. So I don't know how much. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how much you've done with negatives on the inside. So let's just kind of take a look at it. I'm going to jump over to that myself. So looking at Desmond, and this is kind of annoying. down here. I'm going to call it X because there's things that happen with X squared because of the symmetry that we want. We're looking at that basic curve. So if I did F of -2, you can see what happened here is that it flipped over, and it's hard to tell what it looks like. Let me actually jump to let's make up for a minute. We have this curve, and if I put in negative, it flips it across the y. So a negative number on the inside. This is the only one that does. The only problem we have that does that flip this one. Only one. All the rest of them, oh, that's a negative on the inside. Way down here at the bottom. So the negative on the inside means that we flipped it across the x-axis. So I would flip this like so. And then the 2, I don't know if you noticed, made it skinnier. So it's the same thing a 2 normally would do, which would be compress. Let's go back and look again. So when I put the 2 there, this red curve gets more steep. And so it gets to the places where it was before. So like here, we had it at, so these numbers are faster. So it's compressing it, it's skinnying it up. And so it's, I'm going to redraw it. It's going to be right here if I skinny. So this point doesn't move, but this and that doesn't change. This length is the same. It's not cut, and then so this is my word. So that's for this one. We'll do what we can. And again, I think this is what I keep saying the word that's going to be. So anyway, that and some. So it's so I flipped it. Start over. Close here. Close the x-axis. And then I made it squished in by factor 2. So based on the letters. Okay. That and that. So I'm going to leave you with the rest. That's all you do. Have a great time. Good luck. I hope this helps.